So I am currently 9 days out from my first ever powerlifting competition, which is very exciting. I'm understandably nervous, and I think there's a lot to play for in it. I'm hoping to qualify for British Uni Champs or Bucks, which is a total of 635 in my weight class. I'm also hoping to hit 75 GL, which would be a pretty good big milestone for me. And in sort of reflection on the most recent video I made on my channel, I'm trying to do it and enjoy the day with a mindset that is about the process, and just trying to stay very positive about it. Over the past few weeks, not everything had gone exactly to plan with my prep. I had a series of 4 or 5 weeks or so where I was stepping up by 5 kilos each week on bench, hitting PR after PR after PR, and it felt amazing, right? And I hit 172 one week, and it was like RP8, it felt amazing. And then the week after, I barely hit 170, and something happened there, and I'm not really sure I ever got all of my bench technique, all of my confidence in it almost back, which is scary and worrying. I've demonstrated that I can do it. I guess I just have to do it, right? I've had a big shaking confidence there, and keeping positive, keeping aspirational can be hard through that. But that being said, I was worried for a long time about stagnation on my squat and on my deadlift, and in the past 5 weeks I've seen humongous strides in both that more than made up for that deficit. I've also lost a little bit of weight and track about 127 when I'm just sort of eating naturally, so I've come down to 120, which is comp weight. I compete in the sub 120 kilos, and maybe that's had some play in it, but also that's something that's weighing on my mind. Yesterday morning I woke up, I was 120.3 kilos. Today I wake up, I'm 121.5, and the play in that number is actually huge. 1%, it's a big margin for error, right? So I've got trust in my coach Duncan, and I'm sure that everything will go as it needs to for that. Yeah, I don't know, this is kind of just meant to be like a last moment to check in and talk and get feelings out before it happens. I don't want to make promises about what I'm going to do. I don't want to make statements saying I'm definitely going to get this, I'm definitely going to get that. Obviously there's nothing definite about it. I could bomb out, go 0 for 9, 27 red lights across the weekend. That would be less than ideal. I don't think it's going to happen, and I'm sure shit going to do my best to make sure it doesn't happen. But it's always possible. If I wanted to put numbers down, I'd say aspirationally 220 squat, 177 on bench, 260 deadlift. But I think the bench is the big question mark for me in many ways. But if I get all of those numbers, they're numbers each of which I get any of them, I'd be extraordinarily proud of. A 220 kilo squat, 4 red plates. Not with comp clips, but almost 4 red plates is it's a long way from where I was at the start of the year. Where I was squatting 180 kilos. It's a 25% increase. It's humongous. Bench press at the start of the year. Well, at the start of February, 150 was yeah, it moved, but it couldn't form. You know, deadlift as well, like 240 was, even in June, was a struggle. You know, 10% there is big, and is something that I'm trying to stay focused on being very proud of, because I am very proud of it. I still have that video that I mentioned in my last video. It's fully written, I just haven't had the moment to film and edit it yet. I've had some illness and blah 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 blah, being busy, moving back into university. So it's I promise you it's coming. I wrote the first half of it a really long time ago, and then the second half immediately after another YouTuber posted a video that I found. Less than. I think it was a terrible video that I'm astounded saw the light of day. And this is going to feel distinctly less relevant to that now, because I've wasted my time a little bit. I've let the moment pass, but you know, the message is important, whether or not it's timely. And ideally it would be timely. Ideally it would be something that everyone knew for all of time, but that's not the way things are, so I'm just glad to say it. Also, I'm a qualified coach now, which is very exciting. Did a really interesting course with some very lovely people, and some extraordinarily knowledgeable coaches who taught me a lot. I don't think that I am ready to be in a position to coach athletes yet. I've been resistance training in some form or another since I was 15, but powerlifting, I don't think I have all of the technical fundamentals yet to be able to confidently train someone who needs known direction and is willing to pay for it. I'm taking a few free clients, just here and there, people, especially novices, into the gym to hopefully just have somewhere to practice, but I've done my best to make it clear that that's where I am in my journey into that. When I think about powerlifting at the moment, even with the nervousness and the worry about the competition, all of these things that put little bits of pressure on you, I'm still so happy to be here. I'm still so happy to be doing it, which is really, really, really nice. I've had other sports before where I wasn't always committed, and I would keep doing it because I had been doing it, but I can honestly say that each day I wake up and I actively choose to go and do this sport. I can't recommend it highly enough to anybody.